All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, December 7th, 2025, and you've tuned into the OUFlagGuy's postseason live stream. I'm joined tonight by Sean, Gavin, and Swiggy. As it is official, everybody, OU has punched their ticket for the first time since 2019 to the college football playoff, where we will be facing a familiar foe, fellow conference member, the Alabama Crimson Tide in Norman, on a night game, December 19th at 7 o'clock p.m. The latest it has ever been a home game playoff, however you want to say it, has been featured in Norman, Oklahoma. I expect the crowd to be rowdy. I expect it to be an electric atmosphere, highlighting the first playoff game ever featured in Norman. So, guys, tonight I kind of want to just kind of go over like the playoffs, maybe some early signing day stuff, and of course highlight what everybody's been happy about, the complete and utter meltdown of, in order, Notre Dame, Texas, Vanderbilt, BYU.
Look,
it has been just
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Vanderbilt has been having some crash outs and stuff too. Not nearly as bad as some other teams, but
why? Because you saw one tweet or something? Is that why you're adding them to this?
No, they've had a couple of if we find a 13th game, maybe they'll let us in. No, guys, you're out.
No.
But let's set the stage before today, because Tuesday night rankings came out and the controversy, air quote, was already brewing. OU was ranked at number 8, and despite the media trying their best to say OU is the problem, we need to keep OU out. Have you seen OU's atrocious offense? OU was at number 8. There was no way we were dropping out of the playoff at that point. But where the controversy started was Notre Dame, Alabama, and Miami, and who was going to be left out at that point. So we all didn't know until conference championship Saturday what was going to happen. And for those of you who didn't watch yesterday, guess what? BYU got throttled by Texas Tech. They're out. And Ohio State lost to Indiana, and Bama got manhandled by Georgia. So then Selection Sunday came this morning, and lo and behold, OU was number 8. Number 9, to everybody's surprise, was Alabama.
Not me.
Well, to some.
I was surprised, honestly.
To some.
I'll explain why. But
number 10, which began the full meltdown of fan bases, was the Miami Hurricanes, as Notre Dame was left out. Sean, I have to give you credit, because you said earlier in the week, I cannot wait for this.
You're asking me what now? What?
Oh, that you cannot wait for this show, because you were going to have popcorn ready. You were ready for the fireworks to happen and watch the shit show happen.
I had popcorn. If you tuned into my stream today, I had popcorn.
You did,
and I ate all that popcorn. It was that may have been a mistake in the long run, but I did eat all that popcorn.
What flavor was it, at least?
It was Orville Redenbacher's movie theater butter flavored popcorn. So yeah,
right on brand. Perfect.
Okay, perfect branding. Yep.
I didn't watch a movie, but I had such great entertainment while eating it. And but I didn't have a really good lunch, so I kind of spoiled my appetite for a very nutritious lunch as the growing boy that I am. Look, a lot of things have happened, and yesterday was insane. Yesterday might have been, I'm going to try to phrase this properly. I can't remember a time when the conference championship games, regardless of how the outcomes, had such an impact collectively. Because Tech blew out BYU, which, in a regular year that doesn't mean much, but everything that happened yesterday had an impact on what took place 9 through 12.
Yep.
And even the Big Ten championship game, because the reason the Big Ten championship game had an impact, I didn't realize it at the time, but when you go back, there was a very obvious glaring hint of what was to come when Ohio State only dropped a spot. I was like, uh-oh. I didn't notice that at the time. I'm like, But to pat myself on the back, like I, like many of you and the rest of the world who watched Alabama get crushed yesterday, started dipping our toes in the water. Bama's out. But because it was an emotional reaction. That's college football. We all have emotional reactions. It's like I am not, free from it. Everyone has the emotional reaction. But as the day went on, we got into the wee hours of last night. I said, I have more to say. Because I took a step back and I said, let me take the emotion out of it for a second. Because it's easy because I don't like any of those teams involved who are going for those final two spots. So I felt if there was anyone on the planet who could be more than fair to these programs that I do not like. I mean, Bama, I don't hate, but we've had our whatever. I kind of just talked through it last night. And I said I couldn't get past Alabama's resume. I couldn't do it. I couldn't because when you put all the cards on the table and you actually look at them side by side, at the end of the day, Alabama still has more major wins. You can say they look like garbage all you want. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame ain't beat anybody, man. End of the day, Notre Dame ain't beating anybody.
They lost people, but they didn't beat anybody.
Yeah, so it's great that you
credit of it. I told Swiggy last night on it and all this week, Bama's not getting dropped out. They're not.
No. Bama was never.
Well,
no,
I was with you, but there was that. For me personally, there was that 3-4 hour period where I'm like, oh, they're in trouble because they danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight yesterday, even though it was an afternoon kick. It's just I
feel like Bama at worst would have been dropped to 11 or 12 if that happened.
I can't believe they didn't drop. Period.
I was shocked they didn't drop. I will say
they didn't drop at all.
Yeah,
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by that.
I am even teams who lost, who stayed in or whatever, like dropped a little bit. I thought they'd get punished somewhat.
No,
all right, you're gonna stay in, but you're gonna drop a spot or two. But I guess the rationale, this specific committee's rationale was they had to keep Miami and Notre Dame back to back in order to do the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
correct.
So if they drop Alabama, it's going to mess with that. They can't justify moving Miami up a bunch of spots.
Yeah,
just because.
Yeah.
So
that's why I wasn't shocked.
Especially with the losses to Louisville and SMU, which were not good losses. So.
Yeah, but even then, it's like I don't even think it's just. I don't think it's that per se. It's just the fact that, where is the final damn thing?
They couldn't justify randomly moving Miami from 12 all the way up to 9.
Yeah, I mean
that's all. That's what it was. That's why
they weren't gonna punish
surprised.
Bama. They just weren't gonna punish Bama, and it's like, all right, BYU's gone. We're dropping them, and look who's next to each other. And what I find what's amazing to me is like we're getting a lot of emotional reactions today.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna say, clear heads will for a lot of these people, clear heads will prevail later in the week.
Mm-hmm.
For the Notre Dame people out there who are crestfallen today, it's a big word for some people, but they are truly crestfallen today. I just want to say that in my tumbler I have that I bought at the Will Rogers World Airport, that was for $30 in one of the gift shops. I am not drinking water tonight. I am drinking Irish tears. So, excuse me while I partake.
Well,
I thought that was going to be Irish whiskey right there.
The college football playoff is a Indiana. It's the no Indiana teams club.
It is.
Yeah. See, I get that reference. Hey, you said no homer. Hey, you said no homers. No homers, plural. One is allowed.
Yeah, so we can have one Indiana team, not two.
See, Josh, Swiggy gets the Simpsons reference, and you don't. So
see, I thought the picture was referring to like keep people out of the treehouse club type of deal.
Well,
That's
you're
how I
not
feel.
wrong, but it's
You're
like
not wrong,
it's
yeah.
it's a deep cut Simpsons reference, and if you were cool
Sure.
like the rest of us who had seen the first 8 or 9 seasons of The Simpsons know them by heart, because I made one today. So that's it. In the top 10 all year, so long, good luck. I don't recall saying
I'll
good
say
luck.
good luck.
So that's
I
basically
got a
what's
good
given
chuckle
it.
from that.
Well, yeah, but that's what you're missing with watching the classic episodes of The Simpsons, my friend. So, look, I love that there's like 20 somethings out there with YouTube channels who are reacting to Notre Dame like opting out of a bowl game and saying it's ruining college football. It's like, buddy, I got folks, little kids out there, I got news for you. Everyone says bowl games are dead now. I've been saying they've been dead for a while now. I don't know
You have
about
been.
you, but everyone's starting to realize it. Bowl games are dying. Yeah, they've been dead for a minute. Now they have they have tuberculosis like Arthur Morgan for Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's a slow, painful death. But that day is coming where they're all going to go the way of the dodo. So,
Yep.
listen, I never thought I would sit here amongst you folks or anybody else, whether it's Elo or anybody I interact with on here. I could not foresee the petulant, childish reaction that would surpass what Texas has been going through the past week or two.
Yeah.
Notre Dame in less than 12 hours. Oh my God. It is like
Category 5 shit.
chef's kiss.
It is.
And what really because like Josh, I told you wanted to sink their battleship on this past Tuesday.
Yes, and
I'm like, no. You let them get just close enough to the horizon where they could just see land and they could see their salvation. And then the torpedo comes and sinks them to the bottom of the ocean.
And you're very much right. You were right that the pain to enjoy watching was so much more satisfying than, they already knew they were out. No. This was a deep cut.
You rip their heart out Temple of Doom style right before they get to the finish line. And it couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of people who are, we're going to take our ball and go home. It's not fair. It truly amazes me how they can just flippantly, just casually acknowledge the head-to-head, but then pretend like it shouldn't have mattered all these weeks, but now that it matters now, it's not fair. And I'm seeing that from the Joey Galloways of the world who can't comprehend why they should have done it on Tuesday. Why are they doing this now? And like Booger McFarland, who broken clocks are right twice a day. Booger McFarland said, well, the season's over now and they're doing head-to-head now. And that's when the tiebreakers come in. The season wasn't over yet. Yeah, but you got to do that. It is Joey Galloway having a fit.
Yeah.
And
he was so bad. It was
they were insufferable. I mean,
Joey,
I'm not gonna lie, and Sean, you said it earlier today of boy were the receipts getting cashed today. Absolutely they were getting. I was chirping. I'm not gonna lie, I was chirping today. Literally the people melting down of Notre Dame
favorite podcast that has like 37 subscribers on YouTube had a little
temper tantrum.
Yeah, he was they were tweeting through it.
It was wonderful. They're still tweeting through it.
Gotta tweet through it.
Yeah, you got to tweet through it. So
never tweet at some point, but
they were going through it,
and it's like, bros, I contacted my Bama buddy and I said, bro, what's your take on it? And he went, look, a lot of my audience is Notre Dame. I haven't poked the bear. Dude, these guys are acting irrational. He's like, this is embarrassing for their fan base. And he said, I get it. Somebody has to be left out. But he said the links to go, even to not go to a bowl game, is embarrassing. And they should be ashamed.
No, but like, you know what's funny about that? It's like people are overreacting. I think if this was a different era, I would jump in and say, how dare you? But not going to a bowl game, who cares? because you know
Yeah.
my position on that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like there are multiple, there's multiple 5 and 7 teams that are asking you to go to bowl games. They're like, nah, because people are starting to realize it's not worth it. Because what you used to do is you would go to these bowl games to get these practices, and then you live in a different world where you don't want to play in some of these bowl games now, because here's what happens. Just like the spring games going away, the portal's going to open up in January. All these bowl games are going to happen in late December, all the ones you don't care about, and they're going to be on television. And when you already have opt-outs for the NFL or opt-outs for the portal, guess what else happens? You play some players on some lower level teams that are in these bowl games. They get a chance to get some reps. There's like fresh film of these kids that you haven't seen. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they get scooped up in the portal.
Yeah.
Correct.
So why would I bother putting a second or third stringer on my depth chart out there that I know is going to be valuable to my program next year? Sure, I get him some valuable game reps, but the portal is still going to be open by the time this game is over. And if Ohio State sees a wide receiver they want to add to their arsenal, that could be a good third, a third option for their just massive talent, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to expose him to that. Oh, here's this kid from just outside of Columbus who was under recruited. Not anymore. He a Buckeye.
Yep.
That's what can happen. So that's just one thing. That's just one reason. The problem is all these opt-outs and stuff. A lot of these schools don't have a full roster. Look at Oklahoma last year. People this is why I was so adamant about not giving a shit about the Navy game. And everyone's like, oh, it's so embarrassing. I don't care. Because I don't want to sound arrogant, but I feel like I'm like 2 steps ahead of people on this.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't care. It's embarrassing we lost to Navy. We shouldn't have played the game.
Yeah.
When we beat Oregon a couple years ago, they barely had a roster. And part of that was half COVID and half opt-outs and stuff like that. It's like these games are just pointless.
Well, and a lot of the half of it is people are also figuring out, to follow up on your point, that the bowl games, where they used to be a destination, like, we're going to go to Honolulu, we're going to go to the Bahamas. Nobody wants to go to Shreveport. Nobody wants to go to Birmingham. Like, they're useless bowls.
I spent the night in Birmingham. It ain't fun.
Yeah, it's they're pyramid schemes that are finally crashing down. And I think a lot of the teams are getting the realization of, we don't want to play we hate that ESPN only focuses on the playoff. Cool. We don't care about these other games, guys. Like, yes, is there a gimmick with the Pop-Tart? Cool. Is there a gimmick with the Idaho potato? Yes. A lot of these people don't care about.
Those damn things
Duke Mayo Bowl.
Those damn Pop-Tart monsters have multiplied and are in the woods around my house as I speak. Okay?
Are they finally peeking over the fence now? Like,
I don't have a backyard fence, so that worries me even more. Hope they don't eat the dog.
No, they're by the window at this point.
It'd be terrible.
Horrible.
So,
you never hear the barking again.
Oh
man.
Oh God, if only. I love the arrogance, because nothing is more satisfying than seeing the most arrogant football program in the history of the sport get slapped in the face. Because symbolically what they were told today, they're not they were told they're not the prettiest girl to dance anymore. That's what they got told today.
I took it as go join a conference.
There's a lot of that going around too, and they're doing their paranoid. They want us to join a conference. Well, you should join a conference.
Yeah.
You should get, like, the fact that you still get this special treatment, like you're this is something only you will get, Josh. But they're like the celestial dragons from One Piece. That's what they think they are. They're untouchable. Like they don't dare breathe the air, the same air us regular mortals breathe. They go with their old-fashioned throwback 1920s dive suits with the big bubble on. Yep. And and it's just, again, like, one day the Netflix series will get to that. maybe we'll see. Who knows?
See, I had the reference earlier today because I saw several, and I can point to them, of them saying at this point it's all rigged. I think us, Texas, Michigan, and USC need to go independent and show ESPN. I went,
wait. Wait,
hold
you
on,
just
hold on,
named-
hold on. I said, hey guys, remember? I just want to let you know. The original red, yellow, and black Power Ranger tried to do that, and you know what happened? They went to the peace conference, and we never saw them again.
I never see. You just made an even nerdier reference, and I feel even.
And yet you understand what I'm talking about.
I feel embarrassed for you. But could you name off that roster of teams again? That feels like they're being the sport is rigged. Could you name the roster of those?
Are you talking about which ones Notre Dame wants to go independent, or the
No. Name all the teams that you just named a moment ago.
Notre Dame said they want to get Texas, USC, and Michigan to all go independent to start.
Right, because television partners are against 4 of like the most valuable programs historically.
Yeah,
they're biased against them.
Yeah, apparently that's their bias for it. And if they all go independent together, the system will come crashing down. I went, bros. Texas just tried that this week, and they got slapped in the face by ESPN.
Excuse me,
like you are.
Excuse me while I go inform my new wife, Scarlett Johansson, of this breaking news.
Congratulations!
Yeah. So yeah, they're against like some of the most profitable programs in the history of the sport, right? So again, I know Notre Dame values their independence, and because they get to be all special, and they get Notre Dame is the kid who goes to another kid's birthday party and demands a present themselves because heaven forbid another kid at his birthday party get one.
They're basically like Cartman at this point, is all I can say.
Cartman is just a overblown example. Those kids actually exist besides Cartman. So I know people think it's a South Park reference, but no, those children do exist. So I it's funny. They're having a temper tantrum. It's going to continue, and I will enjoy it as long. And I've seen grown adults who cover the team who are they're just flabbergasted. They can't believe this happened. And there were some grown-ups who saw Tuesday and went,
yeah.
The Notre Dame administration, deep down, they knew it was about to happen. They knew it. So and I
said that in here that when the
I told you that, like I said specifically, Twitter, my channel is like, I don't think it matters what happens this weekend. Notre Dame's fucked.
And I agree with you. We said
I was on Notre Dame should be at like. And I was like, Notre Dame should be at like an 8 level of concern, and even that was underselling the level of concern.
Well, it's like I got randos who follow me. It's like Vegas says they're going to make it. Yeah, you go ahead and make that bet and see what happens.
Who cares about Vegas? There's certain things.
They're one of the favorites to make the playoff. It's like,
there's certain things Vegas knows.
They didn't even get it on the ballot.
Doesn't know.
No.
So
I think what's humorous about it all too is
I am new to Tumblr, so every time I do, if I take a drink and I just click it, it's like I spray water. So I'm new to the Tumblr world. So I got to get used to like the little residue that's there.
The Irish tears have a unique feel.
Yeah, and the Irish tears are landing on my face and cleansing it. So.
Yeah, exactly. But we all said this Tuesday, like the signs were there, and there's people who refuse to do it. I'm like, guys, you aren't getting the order of how this is working. It doesn't matter what BYU does. It doesn't matter what Bama does. You're out.
My favorite, and this is hilarious to me. There was a very gay-coded Notre Dame fan who claims he's married. There's a very gay-coded Notre Dame fan I saw on video. He's like, we're number 2 in the Sagarin, and apparently that doesn't matter. And I'm like, and I just like,
Sagarin.
So you know what's funny? I contacted.
Just like I need to go get that video and clip it for me, because every time I hear him say we're number 2 in the Sagarin, and apparently that doesn't matter. He sounds like a valley.
What's funny? It's funny you say that, Sean, because I was telling Swiggy this on Wednesday or Thursday. the people that were messaging back to me said, well, Notre Dame's in because the Sagarin and the SP Plus said. I'm like, so you picked the 2 worst polls to reference.
Hey, SP Plus. Don't you besmirch the good name of Bill Connolly, okay? I actually like SP Plus, but
I'm not. I don't.
Committee.
All theoretical.
I've heard FPI. Like committee don't use FPI. Yeah, FPI is horrible too.
Yeah,
FPI is the same thing that told you Texas was great every year when they would like lose 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear FPI.
Yeah,
it's just.
I asked him, I said, guys, if you're quoting the Sagarin, what do the rest of the polls say? Oh, Notre Dame's not even present in the other 2. Gee, how to spin that narrative, guys?
I'm going to cherry pick the stats that make me look good.
Yeah. Oh, it was 1,000%. That they're all doing that.
I want to look good.
I mean, I do it too, but
cherry pick. Yeah.
I mean, this is why I prefer playing the games instead of focusing on all the papers and the resumes and everything and all that.
But Gavin, didn't you know Notre Dame all week was saying, according to this sporting book, we would be favored in every game except Ohio State, so we should listen to them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Nick Saban said that shit a couple years ago. It was stupid then, and it's stupid now.
Yeah.
I do love. I did unrelated. Unrelated. I get why coaches do it, but I do love last-second politicking that makes coaches look like just assholes the entire thing.
Well, look,
I get why they do it. I understand it. That doesn't.
I don't blame. I don't blame coaches. Their coaches are supposed to do it.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Yeah, they're supposed to. That doesn't mean I don't find it really.
Yeah,
they're
supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, so. I don't blame. It's Sean. It's what you said. I don't blame Sark for him doing that. That's his job, even though it's not realistic. Like, it would be bad for him not to do that. But even then, like. The calmer heads all knew Notre Dame was not going to get in, except apparently Notre Dame fans.
By the way, do you think Texas fans were really confused last night when someone actually beat Ohio State and got credit for it?
Yeah.
What,
so
like hard?
That's how it works. You beat them, then you get more credit. You don't just play them and lose. You actually, beat them.
Also, Big Ten champion Indiana. That's Ryan Day's America for you.
hey, Ryan Day got a natty heat shield. He can do whatever he wants for
at
least 5 years. For 5 years, he's good.
He can, but that's I'm still saying.
Yeah.
A natty gives you a 5-year heat shield.
It does.
Yeah, but it doesn't help him with a kicker that couldn't chip in a 27-yard field goal.
First of all, let's take a moment of silence and pray to our Lord and Savior Tate Sandell.
Yes.
Tate Sandell. Oh, you really learned to appreciate Tate Sandell watching football. That's not your team lately. My God.
Like Bud Wilkinson said, it starts with the kicking game.
It starts with the kicking game. You know.
He wrote an entire book on it.
Yeah, this is why it's called football. This is not handball or whatever, knee ball, or whatever it is.
Is this a bad time to post black and white video of Bud Wilkinson narrating like OU players walking under the sign that he created in 1947?
No, I think it's rubbing salt in the wound perfectly.
This is a bad time to remind people that Lou Holtz is a lying piece of shit and that like he just stole our sign.
That even the copyright, when they tried it, went, no, guys, OU has just as much name as you do.
I wish you know what? The next time, whoever our next AD is, I want him to be a petty bastard and sue Notre Dame because we're gonna win and it'll be great.
Yep.
Please, I know where there's like rumors about who our new AD might be, and there's rumors about someone from the UFC world, which I'm not really thrilled with. But hey, you know what? If he'll. Did you know Notre Dame stole something that belongs to us? What? Get my lawyers on the phone. I want a petty son of a bitch for an AD. I really do. Like go. I want to make Notre Dame cry even more, and I want them to pretend like that sign of theirs existed before 1986 and try to find proof. It'll be hilarious. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's they're going to continue. Like, you know what the best part is? You know what they're doing right now. There are numerous Notre Dame people. There's going to be someone on a message board. It's going to be one of the mods, for all we know, who run these recruiting sites, or just some random guy. Someone's going to do some research and find some random loophole from like 1904 that gives them a reason why they should be in the playoff or whatever. What's really sad is that what's been revealed today is that regardless of what the new format's going to be starting next year, of course Notre Dame got it written into the deal that if they're in the top 12, they're an automatic qualifier going forward next year.
Cool. Then they're going to be placed at number 13 then.
No, they'll be an automatic qualifier of the play. If they're ranked number 12 in the poll, they will make the playoff.
Right, then they'll just rank them 13, so it's not like.
I mean,
I can see them playing shenanigans.
I mean,
within reason.
We'll see. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. But look, here's what happened at the end of the day. You had 3 helmet teams of note involved in this, and one of them has been a dynasty program recently. One of them was a throwback dynasty from the 80s, and the other was Notre Dame, who's like their brand is like Sears, but it's like, but Sears is like doesn't really exist anymore, and it's an old brand, but people remember it, and and when it came down to it, it's just, you have all these things going for you, but you did lose to Miami head-to-head, and that still counts. And I just wish they would stop. I wish these people would stop pretending like that shouldn't matter, because guess what? It does.
It shouldn't matter because I decided it doesn't matter. I'm going to cancel all my Disney, ABC.
Why didn't it matter before? Why didn't it matter before? You got my hopes up, and I hate you. It's like, good. It makes it even better that you got your hopes up.
Because it was week 1, Sean. But even though it was one of the 2 final exams that they need to pass, it was week 1, so we should get a pass. No, guys, go join a conference.
See, Notre Dame,
play tougher competition.
Notre Dame, here's what you got to do. Okay, take it from someone with experience. With how do you get through a head-to-head argument with someone who clearly beats you? How do you get past that? You guys got to get into a 3-way tie break.
Yeah.
You got to beat a team by 50 to a team that just barely beat the team that beat you. Then you're going to win the tie break.
Exactly.
Take notes from us, okay?
Yeah.
You beat down the team that you lost to, that beat that team, and you show a committee or a computer poll or voters that, hey, you know what? We're a lot better now. We just whooped the team by 50 that beat the team that beat us.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. But you didn't do that, did you? You didn't get to a 3-way tie break, did you? It's your own fault. It's your own fault.
I don't think it was intentional, Sean, but do you think it's rubbing even more salt in the wound that's Miami and Texas A&M facing each other?
Oh, the We Beat Notre Dame Bowl? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny.
I love, in a weird way, it's like I love that they're matched up. Because one of them is guaranteed to move on now. So, but do we want to talk about Alabama at all?
Sure.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Are you disappointed?
Sure.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what I could sink my teeth into a little bit is this is a perfect game to tell Joe Klatt to fuck off.
Yeah.
And I don't care how the game goes as long as we get a W.
Yeah.
And if we just get another W, however we do it, like Brent said it best today, is Ty Simpson can have the best game all day. He can have the best game of his life if he wants to, as long as we get the win. I don't care. It's and I'm like, Brent, I fucking love you. I love you, Brent.
Brent was out was taking some names today.
Brent was just with that little smile of his. He's like, well, we're just happy to be here.
I mean, it's
so devious. He looks evil today. He has a really demonic smile.
Well, we heard for weeks that apparently beating Alabama and Tuscaloosa is a fluke that just anyone can do, and it just happens all the time.
They got 200 more yards than us. They got almost 200 more yards than us. That equates to points, and so we lost by 40.
Yeah,
we lost by 40.
We lost by 40.
And Notre Dame people were referencing that too. Well, we've had more than short. Cool, yards don't translate to points or wins. So why are we using that, guys? Why are we using this logical fallacy?
You know what? You asked me if I'm disappointed. I am disappointed we're not going to play against Jeremiah Love and shut down the third member of the Doak Walker finalists. That would have been nice. I would have loved to have played Notre Dame, and like it would have been great to shut them up and make them cry at our house. Like that is a little disappointing, but seeing them bitch, whine, and moan is just as good. And I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show.
Dad was asking me that a little bit today, and I went, if you're talking about like which one I think the crowd would have been most like rabies filled, it would have been Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, Notre Dame
in Miami.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Bama. They'll take Bama because
these are the pompous pricks who had the balls to write on a chalkboard in 1957. We won this game for all the Catholics in Oklahoma. Just assuming every Catholic in Oklahoma was just a diehard Notre Dame fan.
Yeah,
like eat shit. It's like I wasn't even alive then. I'm like, wow, how pompous was that?
Very well. It again with the Notre Dame stuff too. I said, guys, it's okay to say that.
Yeah, because Catholics were persecuted in Oklahoma or something.
They could have been, but I said it's like in the same vein.
I'm persecuted. I'm persecuted every day. Someone hates me.
Someone hates me all the time. That's why
they go to your chat, Sean.
Yeah, they come to my chat, make me miserable.
No, but what I said, guys, with Notre Dame, you're like Vanderbilt. You had your expectations high, and you're just disappointed that you're ending up.
Wow,
this one would have been the Pop-Tart Bowl with no Heisman, and that's why you're throwing a temper tantrum.
We got BYU and Georgia Tech for that one. So
I mean, I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, though, look, win your big games that people tune into. I don't care about Stanford. I don't care about BC. I don't care. You know, I mean,
that Boston College game is like one of the games I actually watched for a little bit, like late in their year when they were still kind of making their run. And before Jeremiah Love hit a 99-yard touchdown, like Boston College, one win Boston College, or maybe they have two now. Who knows? But that was kind of a game in the third quarter. So for all the numbers I keep hearing Notre Dame fans like spout off, it's like y'all kind of struggled with a really crappy Boston College team for a little bit. Well, you won, but it's like I'm sick and tired of hearing this Notre Dame is infallible bullshit.
Right, and it
was a shitty schedule. It really was.
Yeah, it's what exactly you quoted, and what I've discussed with Swiggy and Gavin is they want to have their same credit of basically skull crushing Syracuse and putting it on the same pedestal as like OU Bama, Georgia Bama. It's like, guys, it's not. You did what was expected of you.
It's back when
you're not going to get a cookie.
It's way back in the day when the Big East was a shell of its former self, and like they were still getting BCS bowls. And like, why are we giving this conference a BCS game? It's stupid. They don't have Miami or Va Tech anymore. It's like, what are we doing?
By the way, just something really funny. Speaking of Miami, so since Miami's joined the ACC, Duke has won an ACC championship more recently than Miami, who still has zero
you have to win one.
championships.
Yeah, to win one. Yeah, Sean, I do have a question for you, and I heard it on, I think, your live stream with Elo. Do you buy into Elo's conspiracy theory that they kept Notre Dame out because they didn't want to fully shut out the ACC, hence giving Miami the nod?
I mean, it's a nice theory. I don't know why you would placate the ACC. Like that's my thing. It's like, okay, the Big Ten and the SEC, I might listen to that a little bit. Why? Like, I think at the end of the day, you want the ACC is going to be broken up at some point. Like FSU,
in the next 10 years.
FSU and Clemson tried to sue their way out of it. I don't know what are you trying to save here? Like, what's going to happen? Like, this goes back to Texas and scheduling out of conference games and everything. It's like you can stop scheduling those big games all you want, but I got bad news for you. It's like the Super League's coming. And one day the ACC is going to go the way of the dodo, and the Big 12 is going to be like, you're kind of a G5 league as far as we're concerned. There might be a handful of teams we'll get from you, but other than that, the Super League's coming. It may not be next year, 5 years, or maybe 10 years, but we're on the path to one. And once the ACC is gone and the Big 12 is like left, it's going to be a Big 10 SEC world. And if you're not living in it, you're not part of college football.
Yeah.
And, you know, so if you hate the NFLization of college football, I got some bad, I'm afraid I got some bad news. It's already gone that way.
With how that's going then at this point, as a follow-up question, would you say they're going to have to change the format of like the playoff, not necessarily expanding it, but
it's going to expand because there's going to be enough whining and crying the next few weeks that the 16 league, the 16 team version is coming, which I think is terrible because for all the people who claimed a few years back that the best part of college football is the debate and the arguing, what the fuck do you think we've been doing the past few weeks? What have we been doing? So if you take, I hate getting rid of the first round buys for the top 4 teams because there's almost no incentive to be a top 4 team.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Would you mix it up then of like you can either get the buy or you get the place where you want the seating or something? Like,
no, I would just keep it the way it is. I think 12 is a really good number. I was excited for 12 once I figured out, like, I was like 12, that's an odd number. Oh, you get buys to the top 4. Got it. That makes sense to me because everyone else like just saw it for face value and said 12 doesn't make sense. It's like no, 12's gonna work because it's gonna piss people off.
I think you have to give some sort of advantage other than home field to some top teams.
And I thought, in my opinion, I think 12 is fine too because I think they're saying, well, it's broken this year. Guys, we've only had it for 2 years. Like last year, you could justify like, okay, maybe we just can't stick.
People are pissed that James Madison and Tulane are there. And the
ACC sucks. That's their fault.
Yeah, and the problem is you can't.
And the tiebreaker situation for the ACC, doesn't even really help either. When you got like almost like 5-6 teams that were tied for second place.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that you can't sign off. You could never sign off on this playoff unless all the D1 conferences say yes, or else you have an antitrust lawsuit. So you got to have a pathway for these teams. Or else, like, you're going to have, if you want to break away now, it's going to be a long and dirty, ugly legal mess. Because there's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be, accusations of monopoly, all these things. And it's just going to drive, and people don't want to talk about legal stories for the next 3 or 4 years. Nobody wants to hear that shit. They want to watch their sports. They want to watch their teams play. But at some point, it's going to be a slow process. And while Texas and their fans are saying we need to cancel all these games, I'm here to tell them that like all your non-conference games are you're not going to be playing the Central Michigans or the New Mexicos. Like that you ain't playing UTEP anymore down the road. Your non-conference games will be games people would want to see because Fox, who runs the Big Ten, they're going to tell you the ratings went up, and technically they did, but it's all anchored on that Texas-Ohio State game and the Michigan Ohio State game. Everything in between got their asses whooped by ESPN. So Fox wants those big non-con games in the early part of the year, and so Texas is not going to back out of their deals with Michigan and Notre Dame and whatnot. They're not going to do that because Fox is going to get on the phone and says, we know you're bitchy and we know it's that time of the month for you and you're very upset, but it would behoove you to not cancel those games. Don't do that. By the way, we're still going to put you on at noon. Anyway,
I will, as a side note, I am shocked that the OU Bama game is at night. My understanding from what was kind of inkling through the grapevine was they were not going to move graduation. Well, I guess they figured something out.
Well, Josh, here's what happens. The college football everyone in the college football playoff looked and said, oh, a Packers-Bears game is on December 20th. That's why Tulane got that. That's why James Madison is there. And I mean, we could have been Saturday morning, but we got the night, so everything worked out. So
yeah, I mean, I guess how it all works out too. Even though we get the Bama rematch, beat Bama again, we do get a somewhat easier path, I guess. Question mark maybe.
Okay, well, let me clarify that. It's not going to be easy. You just don't have to worry about playing Georgia or Ohio State. Let's just,
and that's what I mean. It's like if I had to pick one, I would take Indiana.
Beating Indiana ain't going to be easy, but it's not
doable.
But it's not Georgia or Ohio State. So
yeah, it's doable, but it's not an easy team to beat.
Right. No, I've been saying for a while when OU is looking to possibly make the playoff, whatever your expectations for it are or whatever, everyone has their own. I've always like, what kind of bracket path would they get potentially all the way through?
Correct.
And you have a home game against a team you've already beaten, barely, but you beat them, but you get them at home this time, and you might be a little healthier. They may not be. They expect Jam Miller back, but Jam Miller played against us, and I don't know how healthy he was. He didn't do much against us in Tuscaloosa. So I know they have a guy that's a little dinged up on one of their linebackers, and we'll see if they get him back. But this is going to be a difficult game. Like, they're all going to be difficult. Like, let's not forget that OU has been getting by the skin of their teeth for almost every single game lately. So with the last the last game we played, we were like, that was easy. Was what, South Carolina? That was pretty much it.
South Carolina, yeah.
So our easiest game on the schedule. So
yeah,
I like their bracket path because I think we still match up with Alabama. We still have we're still built to beat them. We are going to have a healthier Rob and Torrey Blaylock, and that's going to do wonders for this program and this team.
Yes.
So, and
we get an extra week to heal too. Bama only gets 2, we get 3.
Yeah, Bama's still licking their wounds from the other night. So if you get through that one, you get to go to Pasadena, and Indiana got in a rock fight with Ohio State. Great. We love rock fights. That's our identity. Let's get in a rock fight. That's what we thrive on. Let's get in a rock fight. So
yeah,
you can beat Indiana. Is it going to be easy? Nope. But if you do that, then you go to Atlanta for the Peach, and you're going to likely play Oregon or Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Well, it's like you said, we've been playing with house money.
Let me finish. Oregon hasn't really beaten anybody. They're good. Dante Moore is a hell of a quarterback. And then you have Texas Tech, who's, they feasted on the weak in the Big 12. Good football team. They've got some studs. Are they unbeatable? Who knows? But that's a realistic path Oklahoma has to the semifinals if they play their best football.
Yeah.
And if you get that to the national title game, then you're likely playing Georgia or Ohio State, and then everything's out the window after that. So there's no promises in that one. But there is a path to get to the title game if you play smart football and your defense plays at its best. Is it likely going to happen? No. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. I think OU can win a home game and get to the Rose Bowl. After that, we'll see. But I think as an OU fan, everyone should just take a deep breath, enjoy the fact, I know Brandon Walker is poking the bear saying we're just happy to be here. The truth is we kind of are. Let's be real here. I'm happy to be here. I just wanted this team to get in the playoff as a fuck you moment to people. And I really want them to win one game as another, just to have the double bird. Because if you get home game and you don't win it, people are going to say you didn't belong there. It's going to be really annoying. Just because you lose a playoff game doesn't mean you didn't belong there. So for Oklahoma, if you win this game and then you go to the Rose Bowl, whatever happens. And you still have the imagery of you being there. No, it's not me settling. No, it's not lowering the standards of the program. No, it's like guys, like a lot of this fan base wanted to tear it down after losing to Ole Miss. Okay.
Yeah,
I have taken that L many
losing,
times, but
losing to Texas was the ultimate sin, and Brent is not the guy, and this and that. But look where we're at. Look at where we're at right now, and we're not dealing with opt-outs. We're not dealing with defections. You know, you want to talk about Javonte Barnes? Javonte Barnes is a dude. I'm not worried about Javonte Barnes. Give me a healthy Torrey Blaylock and X-Rob, and let's roll.
Yeah, let's go.
Let John Mateer get a little healthier. Let him run too. That's your running game right there, guys.
Well, what's actually funny, Sean, is when you look at all like the social media comments, the threads and everything, everyone's even saying, "Look, we didn't want to draw Oklahoma solely because of the defense." Like, yes, the offense maybe
nobody expects us to win anyway. So if we lose,
but they don't want to draw because we're gonna. But there's a flip side to that. They don't want to draw us because we're gonna. Even if they would beat us, we're going to beat the snot out of them so much that they're probably not going to make a run. No one wants to face us.
It's like playing in going up against the OU defense at times is like being in quicksand. Now you can move through quicksand, and maybe you feel like you're going to make it to the end and get out of it and get to land. But the more you move through it, the deeper you sink. So just because you move the ball down the field a little bit here and there, don't mean you're going to make it to the end. So,
how many teams learned that this year? A lot.
Yeah.
LSU thought they were going to get a touchdown. Oh, there's Peyton Bowen. You fell through the quicksand. Too bad.
But you told me to get into the water, Sean.
I said get in the water.
Get in the water.
You know what? I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna tell you to get in the water right now. I'm telling y'all, everyone, get in the water. Get in the water. Let's go.
Beautiful. But it's what you said. At this point, we do want to win this playoff game, but it's house money at this point.
Yeah, I said that. You stole that from me. That's my
and I'm quoting you for that. That it's
stealing my phrase, my catchphrases.
Get in the water is your catchphrase.
No. Get in the water is a Jesse's catchphrase.
It is. Oh, I thought it was yours, and I thought he got that from you. Oh,
no. That's Jesse's catch. That's I'm just like spreading the gospel. That's Jesse's.
Oh! I need to go. Well, to be fair, he's been having fun.
Jesse's been the one telling us all off season to get in the water. So
yeah, get in the water. But then again, he hates or dislikes David Stone until it was, well, I always had a very high opinion of David Stone.
I've always had a high opinion of that young man.
Yes.
But no, it's we survived. Think of what we survived this year. We survived the David Stone debacle. That could have been a disaster. Yeah. But we were able to navigate those waters because we got in the water and navigated them. And oh man, so this is my plan. You asked me like earlier, hey, you gonna fly in for the game? Like, no, I just flew into Oklahoma.
I seriously thought you were going to. No. I thought I have to go ahead, but I based on what you were saying, it sounded like, are you really coming to the playoff game?
No, I just did a game there, and I mean, it would be cool.
Man, but that's the most electric atmosphere.
It's gonna be. It's so expensive, man. In the holidays,
it is.
Yeah, it's just,
I don't blame you,
dude. Yeah. I flew, and it cost me with plane tickets and all the other stuff that goes around flying. I spent $1,000 flying out for Thanksgiving. That's a lot of money.
And to be fair, even putting the money aside, I genuinely felt bad for you when you missed your connecting flight and you were in like Dallas Fort Worth for 6 extra hours. Like
no. I was in OKC for an extra 2 hours, and then I got on because our plane was coming in from like Chicago because the crap had already started up there, and it was like descending down slowly towards where we were at, and I'm like, oh my god, if I end up getting stuck here because the snow's coming tomorrow, that's gonna be great. But I texted my uncle and said, let me know if you need to come back. It's like, I'm sure, but But American Airlines had thought of these things and automatically booked me for the next connecting flight in DFW, being a large airport that it is, where you can do those things. So I caught some travel crud from somebody, but I'm feeling a lot better today. So it's starting to. I don't feel as bad as I did the past couple of days. Not coughing like I used to, but it's I do have the money to travel for this game if I wanted to, but I just came there. You know, I just visited. So this is a big if. So we have to get the job done first. But number one, I have a friend in the greater Los Angeles area who I can crash with. Number two, plane ticket, no issue. If I can get a game ticket, who's to say I can't take a little trip to Pasadena on New Year's?
Yeah.
I'll be more than happy to go to the All Crimson Rose Bowl, the All Crimson and Cream Rose Bowl, if that were to happen. But first things first, gotta beat Bama again.
Yep. Gotta take care of business first.
See, but yeah, I already look at tickets on like SeatGeek and stuff, and it's like $1,000 minimum for a good seat. I'm like, of course it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we had the I think it's been 2 weeks now. OU contacted the season ticket holders and said, if you want where you sit now and to get the X ticket price for it, you need to reserve. So like I'm going, and then Swiggy's going with me.
Yeah.
Like
now
the flip side of it though is
for the Bama game, right? Yeah, for the Bama one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be at the Bama game, and the hard part is you have to pay for that. I had a friend thinking that
I'll tell you what,
add to your season ticket pack. I went no.
I'll tell you what. If you get offered Rose Bowl seats, I will because they're going to be face value. I take it.
Yeah, they'd be face value.
If you get Rose Bowl seats and you're willing to sell them, hit me up.
Oh, absolutely, you'd be first in line. I would tell you the same thing I told like Swiggy. My dad has no problems with it. He need the money up front though, because he's like,
absolutely.
I'm not having that much on my credit card.
I got you covered. No problem. So
absolutely.
Yeah, if we win and you get Rose Bowl tickets, I'm in. So
sure, I'll let you know. Hey, do you know who the winners are from the tickets? The students, $35.
Well, I would hope.
And I get it because they're not on
campus. I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But I actually had a friend contact me, and he's like, "Hey, so you're going to the Bama game, aren't you?" Well, yep, we've already got tickets secured, everything's set. He's like, "You take people with you to the games. Has someone claimed that ticket yet?" I'm like, I understand what you're saying. That's not how it works. He's like, are you sure? Like, has anybody else claimed? I'm like, you have to understand, this is a buy-in. This is not that. Here's the package. Oh, I thought you got that free. No, I said this is like the Thunder postseason, my friend.
By the way,
how much are tickets? $225 for face value, and he's like, oh, that's definitely outside of my price range.
What for which game?
Bama for one ticket in my seat, $225.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
For the one upcoming.
Yeah, and the cheap seats, $185. I saw it early. Now the market has fluctuated. Just keep that in mind. This morning when it was announced, $1,000, and then now it's down to about $500 in my section.
Man.
I'm not.
Man, I would. That's why I didn't blink right now.
That's why I didn't blink, Josh. That's why I didn't blink, Josh. I knew what.
I really hope we win. I knew
it would be, and I want to get. I mean, well, that's my thing. I wanted to be at the first OU home playoff game ever.
Oh yeah, like. Dad asked me, he's like, how do you think the crowd's going to be excited for this? because it's Bama. I went, sorry, Dad. Yeah. All I can offer you is a literal earthquake from how loud everybody's going to be and everybody being deaf in the next 20-mile radius. I'm sorry, that's the best I can offer you.
Got to get that image of Kirk Herbstreit shitting himself with his eyes bugging out.
Oh, yeah, that will be normal.
You know, he's actually announcing the game that Friday night. Actually,
I know. Yeah, of course it's going to be Fowler and Herbstreit. They ain't going to go any other game.
They ain't
going to go to no Tulane Ole Miss game. It ain't happening.
You're right. They would go to James Madison and Oregon again because it's in Oregon, and they could go for a third time.
Oh, James Madison, poor James.
Where,
man,
what is game day? I mean, SEC Nation's obviously going to come to Norman.
No, they're going to A&M.
Well,
really?
Yeah, they're going to
A&M.
They ain't going to Norman for the two biggest brands in the conference.
I don't think so. I think
that's right.
A&M.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Texas. Fuck you.
Speaking. Side note, I'll check that. But I was told it's A&M that they're going to. Side note, what has your thoughts been from Texas? Like, it seems like they really cooled off the rest of the week. Like, once they were in, like, yeah, we're not getting in. I didn't hear them chirp anymore.
No, I was in the chat for the Andy and Ari post game thing last night, and I just rolled a little grenade in there with a comment, and they just went off and they did all their 23-6 crap, and they just like it was so easy. It was like throwing a rock at a hornet's nest just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
They thought they were getting one up on us, and it's like, you guys suck, 23-6, It's like all it took was one little comment.
Okay. I saw one that was pretty funny. It showed from Toy Story 4 Woody with Forky, and it had
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
For those of you who haven't seen it, it had the Texas Longhorn logo with Woody and UMass on Forky, and it's like guess what? We're both the same. Not in the playoffs.
I know I'm in good company when Garrett pops on his channel for the first time and just talks Texas for the first time in like years and gives his take on how the season went. And
did he really upload a video?
Yeah, he's walking around the neighborhood and he was like, the only thing I disagree with him on, which actually, let me rephrase that. It's not that I disagree with him. He believes that athletic directors will take he rationally, and he didn't scream like a petulant child or anything. He said, I think athletic directors may take a look, and there is a possibility of non-conference games if all that going 10-2 matters and everything. Is like, and look, he's not necessarily wrong, but my retort to that is TV networks want those games. The Super League is coming. There's going to be more incentive to do those games, and they're going to find a way to placate the whiny crybabies that are Texas and various other programs.
And if you really want to go that next step too, that was kind of a data point that helped keep us in and not be a bubble team either, was that Michigan win.
Oh, you mean we played a big non-conference game and won the game and benefited from it? You don't fucking say.
I know. Yeah. Shocking.
And he even said in the video, he's just like, I want my team to play those games. Those games are great, especially when you win them. I know.
Yeah.
It's like, don't be a whiny bitch when you lose a game like that. Like, you should, as a fan, like, don't parrot like the stupidity. Like, it's like, we lost to Ohio State and Baker Mayfield didn't whine like a bitch. He put his head down. You know, he got drunk in Arkansas, but once he got released on bail, then he got to work and said, let's go beat the Buckeyes in Columbus. And he did that. So it's been a rough day. It's been a rough day for Baker with a dropping that touchdown that would have won the game. Like, great job, dude. Was the pass a little high, a little hard?
Yeah,
probably. But
yeah.
The Bucks are going to make the South interesting this year with the Panthers being decent, and the Cowboys are pretty much out of the playoff race. So my NFL viewing experience is not ideal right now. So
that's why you have to rely on.
It's a good thing OU's in the playoff. So I rarely have multiple dual great viewing experiences for my NFL team and in college football. So
yeah.
But Baker could bounce. The Bucks defense is terrible. That's kind of why. So
yeah,
it's not that good. They need defense.
Yeah.
What do you think about the rest of the matchups for the rest of the playoff?
Ole Miss will beat down Tulane probably. Oregon's going to beat down James Madison, and Miami and A&M is kind of the game you want to watch. And College Station, it's like Miami's playing better football right now. As long as Carson Beck doesn't throw a bunch of picks, then I think Miami can win. Just go in there and win. So,
but the problem is he's Carson Beck.
This is true. He is still Carson Beck, the guy who finds a way to fuck things up at the end. So, I have no rooting interest in that game. That's on the opposite side of the bracket. Whatever happens, happens. And what do I have my little image here? I always take a screenshot of the damn thing when who would they play if they won again? They would play Ohio State. So good luck to those two. Miami, Ohio State would be fun in the Cotton Bowl, or A&M. Like the Cotton Bowl is going to be hype, whatever, no matter what. See, you're going to get, that's going to be awesome. Ole Miss, you get look at Ole Miss. You get a rematch with Tulane, and if you win that, you get a rematch with Georgia.
They drew kind of the short end of the stick.
Lane Kiffin abandoned you. And so it's like, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe if you're Ole Miss, it's like, okay, we can beat down Tulane. We got this. Georgia, we want revenge against Georgia. We should have beat Georgia. Maybe Lane was the reason we lost because he's a psychopath. Maybe we beat Georgia and we go to the Fiesta Bowl and we play Ohio State or whatever. It's like, but it's like, it would be the ultimate hilarity would be if like Tulane beat Ole Miss and Tulane beat Georgia and went to the semis. Made a little miracle run. That's not happening.
No, it's not happening.
But yeah, that bottom half of the bracket is just going to beat itself up, and it's going to be hilarious. This is why I love our bracket path. It's like, all right, we'll beat Bama potentially, and then Indiana will play another team in a rock fight with us if we get that, and then I kind of want to play Texas Tech because there's a part of me that thinks, are you really that good?
Yeah.
Are you really that good?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you really that good?
According to RG3, Tech is the Tech.
Oh well, if he says so.
Country,
well, if RG3 says so.
Yeah. Stop.
Well, RG3 also said we should have included Notre Dame because they were being persecuted.
Yeah, they were.
It's about time the Christians and Catholics got persecuted. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. About time.
Who do you say? Without the bracket set up, how everything plays out.
I kid the Christians. I love them. Big kiss. Mwah. Jesus is a friend of mine. So anyway.
Who do you expect in the finals? Like based on how the bracket turned out?
Who knows? Really, who knows?
Well, your personal preference then.
It's a playoff.
I kind of expect Ohio State to be there, but from the other side, it's like, fuck it, it'll be us at Ohio State.
If that was the case,
OU versus Ohio State in Miami, and I'll go to that one too. Fuck it.
If that really happened, God, the haters would hate that.
Wow.
So much.
Yeah.
Well, they're the haters. They hate everything.
More so than usual.
Yeah, but
they try to find ways to figure out that we're frauds, and
there's a certain sect of people who loves being miserable. Don't join them.
There's true. This is very true. Sean, do you got any updates and stuff separate from the playoff? Early signing day happened. We got all of our recruits in.
Kind of, yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Just a few, with it. We turned out, I think, it was
we got a big one today. We got a 4-star D lineman today out of California. So that's good.
Yeah. How are you happy with the class? Was there ones that we missed out on?
I mean, we were never going to get a top 5 or top 10 class. It was never going to happen because like our season was so bad last year. That's how that's like the season you have. The season you play currently is not going to affect the current class as much as it's going to affect the one next year. So OU going 10-2 and making the playoff 2027 gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice recruiting class. It's nice that we got what we got. I'm waiting to see what they do in the portal. They need more offensive linemen. They only got 2. That's not a great number. They obviously like the big fish. You got Bo Bentley. You got oh my god, I'm missing out on the. Where are my? I'm gonna pull up my list because I don't have it here with me. But Jake Crail, is that? I kept pronouncing it Cruel all this time. Apparently, it's not Cruel. It's Crail or something. Jake Crail. I think that's how it's pronounced. So that's gonna take me a while to. Yeah. Dude, call yourself Cruel. It's better. You're a D end. You're an edge guy. Come on, like it's better that way. Just call yourself that. It's way cooler. But you got him, Bo Bentley, Jonathan Hatton is going to be an instant impact guy. He's going to play some football next year. How many? Like as long as he's healthy, but that dude is a beast, and he is like, he has like SEC running back like written all over him. Jane Petit, wide receiver, he'll get some snaps.
And he was the steal that we were really, really wanting, correct?
Well, who, Petit? Yeah, we got him from Wisconsin, which is very easy because Wisconsin is trash. But Jonathan Hatton flipping him back from A&M was huge, because he really wanted to go to Oklahoma, but it's hard to go to Oklahoma when you think the coaching staff's going to get fired. But then when you go 10-2 and make the playoff, they're going to be here for a minute, so it's easier to come back.
Yeah.
Jasir Rogers is a really good pickup for him as well. Tyler Ruxer is going to get every opportunity to play tight end next year because we don't have one. Jacob Curry is a linebacker that probably won't play right away. Like, the guys that are like, give him a year or two is like Jacob Curry, and also the Jandro brothers. Those guys have you seen their photos or see them in person? They have like they have like 58-inch necks. It's kind of insane.
So they're legit football players.
Yeah, they look like cartoon characters from like 80s cartoons. Like, it's kind of insane. Yeah. But yeah. Trace Red's a kicker we like. I don't know if he's gonna be as good as the current one we have, but there's that going on. But Bo Bentley is kind of we'll see if he's the future. Coughley's hack dying.
You're just so happy and choked up that we're in the postseason.
I know, right? Throat's all dry and everything. I'm out of water. My tumbler has failed me because it's empty. But
those Irish tears, they just ran out.
Yeah. It turns out I drank from the wrong Grail and I'm about to die soon. He chose.
Pick the cup of a carpenter, Sean. The cup of a carpenter.
That's the cup of a carpenter.
I understood that reference.
It's more beautiful than yes. It's more beautiful than I've ever imagined. That's what happens when you let the psychotic woman choose for you because you didn't know what to go for.
Yeah.
I can't believe the crazy psychotic Nazi woman would lie to me. When has that ever happened?
Let me choose. Don't let her. When someone comes up to you and goes, let me choose. Don't let them choose. I watched that movie at my uncle's house Thanksgiving night. It was great because we were up late just BSing, just like catching up and everything. Yeah. He still has cable, like one of the handful of Americans left because he's old and he still has cable. We flipped through all the movie channels and there's Indiana Jones, like Last Crusade. Like, fuck it, let's watch it. It was like halfway. It was halfway through. I was like, I love this movie, and me being me, I couldn't help but quote it like all the way. So he's like, "You've seen this before?" I was like, "Yeah, a few times."
I mean,
just a few.
That's right. I mean, that's what I did with my aunts. We watched My Cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah, great film. Like 1989 was like the year I remember like going to the movies as a kid for the first time. Like I remember going to the movies in '89, and that was one of the ones I saw in the theater. And it was just like, God, this is great. Like when I was a kid, when the stupid Nazi drank from the wrong Grail and he turns all mummified, it's like that's a scary scene for a kid. It's like, oh shit, that's scary. Like as a kid, the ripping the heart out was like really frightening as a kid. For a couple of dudes, like, yeah, this is PG.
Mine was always the because it was really young. Keep in mind, early '90s, but my earliest one, something similar to that, would have been the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt.
Crypt Keeper's easy. He's very jokey.
Not to it like a 2 or 3 year old at the time for that.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt was really good stuff back in the day.
I got scared of Stephen King's version of The Shining, but I don't know how old I was when I saw that.
Yeah, that was a creepy movie. It's understandable.
Yeah.
But
playoff. Go ahead.
No, get back to football, please. Or I'll go
I was saying, the playoff set. We had recruiting day. Do we have any other like info for like? Do we have any like transfer portal stuff, or any info for? Any like? Have we flipped anybody?
The portal's not going to open for a while, so We still got a minute. I mean, we have a lot of guys entering the portal, but
yeah,
I'm not
as always. That's
there. I'm sure like there are people who are going to spend all their every waking moment checking portal stuff. I'm not going to be one of those people. I'll react to it and I'll talk about it, but I'm not going to be like. I'm not going to.
I mean, it's going to be probably the usual suspect.
I have cut back. I've cut back on talking recruiting a lot because it's just exhausting. And when you try to talk about it as much, there's only so much I personally could talk about because I'm not like boots on the ground, like talking to kids at high school games. And it's like every opinion I give is based on someone else's. And it's like, well, Josh McCuistion thinks he's really good. Later, guys. Like, what else am I gonna do? It's like, I mean, I can be informed. I can be as informed as I can be the most informed fan of all time and talk about it, I guess. But
sure,
I almost didn't do a signing day video because I was like, do I really want to talk about it? I was like, yeah, I'll talk about it because it happened. I'll be more hyped for the next one because I think 27 is going to be potentially really good. It's off to a great start. It's already number 2, and the only reason it's number 2, it's behind Texas Tech, and the only reason it's behind Texas Tech is because they don't have nobody has like a full class yet, so they don't like they only rank like the first handful of players for your rating score right now. It's weird. It's some weird logic for the on-3 rival stuff. I don't know why they do it the way they do it, but like just the quality of player we're getting right now is pretty awesome. And it's, I'm looking forward to portal season for this year, because if we get the right pieces, we could be right back in the thick of things next year. But it all depends who leaves. And I worry about losing linebacker. I think linebacker is going to be interesting because we're probably losing both Kip and Kobe. And, it sucks. And I wish Kip would come back another year, but dude's done such a hell of a job for us. And, secondary for the most part is going to be the same starting wise, I think. I forget, is Robert Stewart Jennings a senior? I forget. I can't
think so.
Maybe he
is. Jennings is a senior.
Okay, so I mean, you're going to have, I don't know if you're just going to put Boganowski back there or whatever. Or just maybe, I know Peyton Bowen, they got him at strong, or anyway, I'm breaking down depth charts now, which can get boring. But I'm gonna miss this crazy depth we've had, and it's being tested right now because Gentry had a shoulder surgery, so he's out, so he's done for. So everyone's just kind of waiting on R. Mason and Jake Michaela with his infection that he had. I assume Michaela should be back. I don't see why he
should be back,
unless something crazy happens. That this infection is like the Mataba virus from Outbreak or some crazy shit. R. Mason is like he's like on week 5 of 6 of like recovery from an injury like that, so
he should be in theory back.
My guess is that it would be like the week we're going to know the week of the game what his status is, because we are getting availability reports for the playoff. So we're gonna get those updates from the playoff saying who's in, who's out, and what the status is for guys. So the playoff mandates an availability report. So it doesn't matter if you're SEC or not. So we'll find out what happens there.
One thing I'm happy about is with the I was informed of how the playoff works for the home game. The one thing OU fans should expect is there is probably going to be a large Bama turnout because the playoff has to allot 3,500 tickets to the visiting team.
3,500 tickets. Ooh.
But that means they don't have to be in the lower bowl. It's not an SEC game.
So you're
put them
saying,
up in the nosebleed.
So you
go Cuffy up there.
So you're saying I should bring my iron knuckles with me, is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yo, Cuffy.
I can't hear them say "Roll Tide" up in the atmosphere at this point.
Roll Tide, roll.
I've still never heard Rammer Jammer. I don't know what that is.
I haven't either.
I thought it was supposed to be some sort of flower or something. I
I was at a very Alabama wedding in July, and I heard way too many Alabama things. So,
including the band Alabama.
It would be a perfect trolling moment to where if they somehow win and basically start playing Dixieland Delight in front of the Bama team, if anything.
Yellowhammer Drink was good though, but
I mean they might, Gavin. I mean they did that kind of sort of at Tuscaloosa, but I also think they would just do the same thing that they usually do at the end for it. I don't think Bama's band's gonna. They might travel. I don't know. For this one, maybe, but it's so limited on what they can and can't do for, what's it called, for like playoff stuff because it's a different rundown.
Yeah.
I know there are some things they have to permit, but I don't know about like the spirit stuff or anything of like for that. So while I'm thinking of it, guys, since we only have about like 5 to 10 minutes left on the live stream as well, I just want to do my quick plug for Extra Life. For those of y'all who don't know what Extra Life is an organization that helps out the children's hospitals all across the nation. Mine specifically, I signed up for the Oklahoma Children's Hospital, and we're raising money for the kiddos. It's a tough holiday season, and all these funds help go towards both helping the kids as well as like helping the families and stuff be there, celebrate with their kids. And I'm happy to say, guys, like right now, everybody has crushed it so far. You have to understand, I signed up about 2-3-ish weeks ago, and it ends at the end of the year. It resets every year. However, I am happy to say we are almost to the second milestone, and we have raised $150 for the kiddos at this point. So to see like how generous everybody has been, especially during the holidays, y'all are all rock stars and really shows like the OU family wants to give back to the community. So I put the link in the comments as I usually do and in the description as well, guys. If you have any sort of extra funds, as well as just like wanting to be generous, want to celebrate our victory for the playoff, please, please, please feel free to donate to Extra Life. It goes straight to them. I'm just the person advertising it. But I can say I try to always sing the donations. I don't want y'all to be like, throw $100, $200. That'd be nice. But if y'all are feeling generous, hey, donate $2. Donate to the spread. That's how much right now the spread is between OU and Alabama. $7. Let's celebrate it being a night game for once. $7 goes to it being a 7 p.m. kickoff. $8, it's the A seed. Or if you're really feeling generous, I think I put $40 as well because that's, I think, what the point spread right now for both teams. So again, all of the stuff goes to the kiddos. We're $50 off from the second milestone. So again, descriptions in the chat or in the description for the live stream. Yeah, but back to the show with it. I think we're also ready to wrap up at this point. I think we kind of exhausted all our talk on playoffs, Irish tiers, recruitment stuff. Sean, do you have any final thoughts? Anything for a playoff before OU starts prepping for Alabama again?
Just get ready for the Alabama is going to be favored again, and they'll get revenge, and that's going to be the narrative for the next couple weeks. So
yeah,
and I'm just going to lean into that and have fun with it. I'm just gonna. You know what? We're just happy to be here. Just happy to be here. Just happy.
Your followers will go nuts from that.
I'm so happy. We're just so happy to be here.
You're good. Hey, you can live stream. You can have a watch along.
I fucking hate you. I really do. I just want you to know.
I was gonna say you can have a watch along, but it's gonna be such an electric game.
I want you to know that I hate you. I really do. See, I can do watch alongs for other teams. That's easy. But
yeah,
for OU, it's like I hate it. I hate doing them. I don't want to do them anymore.
Yeah.
No more watch alongs for OU.
No postseason.
That's why I want to go. That's how I want them to win, so I can go to the Rose Bowl and not do a watch along.
Hey, I would be okay with that. Swiggy and I being at the game, you not watch it, so that way we win. I like your way of thinking. That's.
Let me go to the Rose Bowl and just. Oh my God! Show the game. Like random assholes who are just looking for an illegal pirate stream. Yeah, I'm gonna nuke my channel I built since 2008 just for you. Yeah, so you can watch the game for free.
Swiggy, any final thoughts? Any final comments before we start wrapping up?
No, I really don't know. I mean, like just kind of agree with Sean. Bama's going to be
Yeah,
favored.
you should agree with Sean.
Yeah.
Sean knows what
Ben's
the fuck
going
he's
to be
talking about.
favored. I mean, the only really last thing. I mean, the only, I mean, things worked out. Things worked out in our favor this weekend. We got the home game. Let's just win. Just win, baby.
Yeah. Gavin, final thoughts, buddy.
I just want to say, at least, I think history is probably a little bit on our side, because anytime that we've had a rematch in the same season, and I think we've had that maybe I don't know, the last 3 or 4 times we've actually been favored. We've actually won those games. So I feel like history might be on our side again.
Missouri, TCU, Iowa State.
Yep, and then
Nebraska,
don't forget
Alabama,
Kansas
like in
State.
history. Yeah.
So I gotta say, I feel like history.
You know what? You know, Gavin, you gave me a good idea for a video.
Oh, thank you.
Rematches in the same season. There you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea for a video.
Gavin, see, got that credit.
Ranking the best rematch moments for Oklahoma football.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And number one is Nebraska in 78.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Nebraska.
78. Yeah. Yeah. But I think probably one of my favorites was probably, I got to go back to 2000 with the Kansas State game. That was probably one of my.
You know what? If I'm feeling froggy, and I would put if I could get away with it, I would totally put that number one. But I can't. I could never get away with it. That K-State. People do not. I don't think people appreciate that Big 12 championship game enough. I really don't.
That game was tough, and people don't realize that.
Well,
I think people
do. Because we won the Natty, and that's what people focus on, and that's fair. But if you want to enjoy, let's be real, watching the only OU fans can watch that Natty with Florida State and enjoy it because it is a boring ass football game to watch. It is boring as fuck. But that K-State game is entertaining. It's exciting and entertaining. It's like there are plays that happen like. You'll find yourself watching that game thinking, is OU going to lose? Even though you know better. It's like, that's the way that game affects you. It's like, are they going to win this game?
Yeah.
And then Heupel makes an amazing play, or Tim Duncan makes an amazing kick. And just, it's like, that game needs more appreciation. It really does. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, in general, that was prime Bill Snyder. That was a game with a mission.
Well, that was a game that the whole country was rooting for us to lose because they all thought we were frauds and we were they thought we didn't deserve to be in the championship
because they wanted Miami, Florida State.
Yeah,
they wanted their Miami Florida State rematch, and everyone was like, "Are you you got Fowler interviewing what the Miami players saying, so are you rooting for Case? You got your K-State jersey on for tonight?" And it was like, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Gotta put up with this crap. So
yep. I mean, that still has.
That's a good idea for a video. And you know what? Maybe I'll put a little video. If I'm feeling froggy, maybe I'll get a little video editing going on here. So maybe I don't know if I can monetize. I may not be able to monetize it. That's the problem, but we'll see. Maybe I can figure out a way to do it.
I mean, like you said, that's a good idea. If you had Nebraska, K-State, who would be your third?
Well, I mean, rematches of the same year. So Nebraska, K-State, Missouri. There are going to be games we won, both of them, so they're going to be lower on the list.
Missouri was in 07.
Yeah, I know. Missouri's 07. TCU was 17. Trying to think what else. Rematches in the same year.
Iowa State was lower because it was in 2020. Then we have Texas in 2018.
Texas. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Texas. I completely forgot about Texas. So
I was gonna say the same thing. I forgot about that too.
Kyler Murray. Yeah. So.
And then so have Baylor in 2019, as well.
That's a good one too.
Which that was, I think, I know that should be higher, but I don't know why. But
but you won both. That's the thing.
No, you won both of them. But that Baylor team, it was during that time when Baylor was coming out of the scandal and everything else. So too, their defense was always tough to beat, though.
Yeah.
because most of these, like the Nebraska one was an exception because that was like a very special circumstance in the 70s. But most of these are going to be modern. But yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get 10. I don't know if there's 10. I'll just do whatever number. It could be arbitrary.
I think it's like do 7 or 8 probably or so, or maybe just do like a top 5,
Yeah.
With honorable mentions. There you go. That's
yeah, it was like some honorable mentions. Yeah.
Someone
All right.
had that list, Gavin, and I forgot where it was at or like where it was listed, but that is a good list though. So
yeah, I mean, it is a really good list. I mean, like, you know, you rarely get to see that, and especially now with the playoff being in the playoff now.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to talk about.
Yeah,
All right.
it is.
Tough times.
Yep. All right, guys, thanks for joining tonight, crowd. Thank y'all for joining. We got a great turnout tonight. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell when you know we go live and or upload a video. We will probably live stream not this week, not this Wednesday, but the following week to preview OU Alabama again as we get closer to the game for that. Because again, Friday night game. So I hope everyone's holidays are going well. Happy holidays. Again, be sure to donate to Extra Life. Boomer Sooner, guys. Enjoy the time. And we'll see everybody here in about a week. Later.
Later.